Alright, welcome back guys. Today is a good day. We have the C80 sent by Canon. It's just right here. You know, you've been watching me and been following on this channel. I recently got the Blackmagic Pixie 6K. Produces great images. I think inside here should be a lens. If I remember correctly, Canon said they'll be sending over a lens as well. I need to cut out this. Alright, that's the EF. This should be EF to RF adapter. Yeah, so there's no glass in it. Now the speed booster, this is the normal passive. So that's the 24 to 70, 2.8. This the big boy. My first Canon camera was a 60D. I remember buying it in Ghana so many years ago. I didn't even get that brand new. I got that for used. I think I bought it with a 50mm EF lens 1.8 standard, the Nifty 50. And then it came with I think an 18 to 55, 3.5 to 5.6 kit lens. Maybe after a year after I got a second 60D kit, Canon 60D kit. And then from there, I upgraded to a 70D before I now ended up switching to the Panasonic GH5, which was launched, which was 4K. That was the first camera that was 4K and was really, really good. You can shoot handheld and the images were nice at the time. So let's see what's inside this big box. Okay, if you're new to the channel, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. If you like this video, please consider liking and subscribing for more content like this. If you're familiar with this channel and my stuff on Instagram, you would know that I've been a Blackmagic fanboy for a very long time. Initially, when I started making YouTube videos, it was a pain using Blackmagic cameras, as obviously there's no autofocus or continuous autofocus. So I had to invest in a Sony a7 IV and a Sigma MC21 adapter, which I'm currently using. When I started getting consistent with YouTube, because I had EF lenses, it was easy because of the Sigma MC21 adapter. I think it's a good time to say that if you want to use such combo, make sure that you use EF lenses Sigma glass. Others will work, like the Canon EF lenses will work on your Sony camera with the MC21 adapter, but you will lose continuous autofocus in video mode. But if autofocusing in photo mode is okay, it kind of works, but in video mode, you would lose continuous autofocus. I'd like to say that Canon provided me with this camera, and it's a pre-production unit for testing and feedback. We know that this is a 6K back illuminated CMOS stack sensor with a triple base ISO. So that is two sensors merged together. Yeah, so that's my Pocket 6K Pro on a small rig universal base plate, and then that's the C70 or C80. Alright, all in all, first impressions unboxing this, it feels like something I can hold on for a long time while shooting. It feels lighter than the Pixie 6K without the lens. It's something I think I could work with. I like it. Let me just power it off. I just had it on for a while. I like the way it looks and feel. I like that it has a lot of function buttons or custom buttons that do particular things, white balance, peaking, waveforms, is buttons for the internal ND filters. There's a custom button right here. It comes with this strap in there, which feels very, very soft to touch. I think it's made of hard plastic. Yeah, that's very hard plastic. There's a metallic part which is just under here. When compared to the Pixies is a full metal body. But I'm still satisfied with the build of this C80. Feels rugged, looks very premium. For input and output, I think the Pixies has just one XLR port. This has two XLR input ports. What else? It has the mic, a 3.5mm mic input. It has 3.5mm audio monitoring port, USB-C, remote port, full HDMI port. What else for I/O? It has the DC in, so it requires 24-volt DC in. It also has a LAN port for Ethernet. What else? memory card slot in front, dual SD cards. I would expect it to be using like Type B, CF Express, but it's kind of have stuck with the SD card ports. I think that's it for I/O. There's also an SDI port for your SDIs, and also there's a time code port. So, whoa, I think this is a complete camera. Alright, that feels really tight and raises the height of the camera a bit, and then you can also install a monitor. I usually don't like top handles, even though I had it on my Pixies, but I took it off. I like to have the monitor flush down, well, an external monitor flush down on the camera. And there's one thing I've noticed on this camera, also on the top handle, it has something for cable management. So if you see there's that thing to cable manage your cable. And also I noticed that back here by the DC port, there's something here. There's this thing, tiny thing here for cable managing maybe your DC adapter. Alright, for the menu system, first things first, I haven't used a Canon camera in a long time. I have it powered on, I have it connected via HDMI to my Blackmagic Video Assist. So it's outputting the menu. Everything on my screen here is on the camera or on the Video Assist. I can see everything. Is it the same thing? Yes, everything is there. I like that I can see everything, like the waveform. I think that's because I activated it. The leveler is also on, so if I tilt the camera, you can see it move, but the camera is not level. I'll try to drop it, and then, so it's now leveled. If I press the menu button, it brings out the standard Canon menus, and I can try to navigate it using the joystick, which is quick. But it looks like there's so much to navigate through here. Do I go this way? Yeah. Rotating the dial up here makes it quicker. And I can go down into, and then rotate so there's a dial so there's another dial here that when you want to come down each menu, you can use this. And then when you want to rotate the top end menu systems, you can just rotate the top dial. So that's it for navigating the menu. There's lots of things. It will remind me of my Sonic menu system that people complain a lot. But the Blackmagic Pixies menus, I think, is the easiest or simplest menu to navigate from all the cameras. If you compare the Canon, Sony, and the Blackmagic menu systems. What else? I can come out of that by pressing X. So it's also a touch screen. The screen looks good. It looks good. I like the screen. It's large enough I think it's large enough to use this camera without even an external monitor. But usually you want a bigger external monitor so you can see for yourself, so you don't miss out things. There's another icon at the top which has the media file and settings. So I'll click on it, and I think it makes it look like the Blackmagic easy menu system. So I'll click sensor mode full frame or go into Super 35. So I'll go out of that. Normal recording, pre-recording, slow-mo and fast frame recording, internal recording. I don't know what all these things mean, but I suspect pre-recording would be have this camera recording before I press record. We'll test all of that in the in-depth review. So it shows second card is off because there's no SD card in the second SD card slot. Quick swipe left, main record format, so I can do ProRes light. It's already telling me that noise level will rise on the image, okay. And I cannot change the resolution in RAW. I can go into the file type, and if I go to C-Log 2, I can see you can't change the resolution. Go to C-Log 3, see you can't change the resolution. So I don't know what's going on here. Alright, I'll just go back to C-Log 2, leave it in C-Log 2. I'm moving from raw light to the first one, which is XF HEVCS. I wouldn't do that. I'll go to XF-AVC. So this is a different format, recording format, and then I can change the resolution. I can't even do 6K in C-Log 2, or let me see, can I do 6K in that? No, I can't. Okay, can I do 6K in that? No. All right, we'll go into the bits of this camera later in another video, but for now, these are my first impressions. I think it's easy to navigate the menu system in this camera once you get the hang of this camera. If I had it for let's say 2 weeks, I'll fully understand the camera, but I have it for just a few days. I'll be taking this camera out to do some tests, so if you have any questions or anything you'd want to see regarding the C80 or in the comparison to the Blackmagic Pixel 6K, let me know down in the comments. Remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you again. It's your Filmmaker. Peace.